Welcome to another Everything You Wanted to Know and Were Afraid to Ask in Real Estate. The question of the week is regarding joint tenancy and tenancy in common. The terms seem to be the same, however, are legally the same. So the answer is no. Legally, joint tenancy is really different than tenants in common. And let me give you an example. Let's say a husband and wife buy a piece of property. Then, since they are husband and wife, they are buying as joint tenants. So, if one of the spouses dies, automatically by right of survivorship, the other spouse, the surviving spouse, will have 100% ownership of the property. And the family of one of the deceased will not have any claims to it. It goes everything to the other party. However, if, let's say, a couple buys a property, they are not married, they do live together but they are not married, and they buy a property, then they are basically buying as tenants in common. So what happens is, if there's a split between the two, or one of them dies, not necessarily that the property that have will go to the other party. The family of the deceased, for instance, will have right to that property, to that half of that property. So it's important, if you're not a husband and wife buying a property, to consult a lawyer. Make sure that you have the proper documentation, so later on, if something does happen, then the lawyers and the families and the parties will know what was agreed originally, to prevent aggravations, prevent litigations, things of this nature. So, as I always mention to you, whenever you're in doubt, always consult a professional, whether it's a lawyer, whether in cases of structural things in a home, an inspector, an engineer, but always consult a professional to make sure that your answers are answered to the full extent. Thank you very much, and till next week, where we will bring you another question. And as I mentioned always, keep on sending your questions to my email.